Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here at the DFW Coaches Clinic, here with the head coach of the Seagoville Dragons, Coach Steven Jackson. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us today.
Oh, yeah, man, anytime. You my boy, so I'm going to come on.
There you go. All right, Coach, first off, DFW Clinic is obviously, other than coaches' schools, probably one of the biggest clinics out there. A lot of great speakers. What are you looking forward to, and how nice is it to have such a good clinic right down the road from you?
I mean, it's awesome, man. You know, you get so many of the best coaches in Texas come up, and I'm looking forward to Shaver speaking, and Claude spoke yesterday. So you get state champion coaches up here every year, and then it's just an opportunity to fellowship and network, and that's what this game is right now. So
you got the notepad ready to go, ready to take some notes. Got the pen in the ear ready to go.
Pen in the ear, iPad. Both my coordinators, and our district does a great job of making sure that we all get to come. They pay for us to come, and I mean, it's just an opportunity to grow.
And even outside the speakers, you can be sitting out here having a drink of water, or having a soda or something, and talk to another coach, or you like what they did during the year, and just chop it up right there, right?
Oh, yes, sir, and that's the beauty of it. It's the fellowship part. Like, that's what makes this profession great. We never work a day in our lives. We're having fun doing it.
All right, Coach, your first year at Seagoville, you guys were able to get into the playoffs, and I know that's always an accomplishment, kind of a bucket list thing in your first year, but you're going into your first full offseason there at Seagoville. How excited are you to have kind of that full offseason to get your program installed, and how much further ahead do you expect your kids to be when we get to the end of school and start getting ready for summer strength and conditioning?
But we're excited because we got an opportunity to actually build them. You know, when we got there, it was sight unseen almost, and they were young. They didn't really have an off season to speak of. Coach Gutierrez did a great job before he left, but, you know, they kind of had a vacancy for 3 months. So going into the summer, they didn't have an opportunity to really lift. So my staff, my strength and conditioning coordinator put a great plan together, and you see growth already, and we've only been in a month and a half. So we're excited about it, and as they get better, as they get stronger, you'll see a noticeable difference.
How are the overall numbers in the program? Are you happy with it? Have you guys been able to get some more kids out, and not just on the varsity level, but having those numbers at the lower level so you can field competitive sub-varsity teams as well?
So people won't believe us, but when we first got there was probably 35 kids in the program, especially during summer strength and conditioning, and right now we're up to about 105. So you see the growth, and Seagoville is its own town, so we're going to keep all our kids there, and that's where the growth comes from. So you see it happening, and in our off-season period right now, we got 25 kids in basketball, and we still got about 60 in football right now. So we've got kids everywhere in all programs, and when they all come back to football, we'll be probably at 110.
Okay. Now we look at your ball club in 2023. Obviously, it's a long way off. Guys are gonna hit growth spurts and mature, and you're gonna have some surprises, that kind of thing. But when you just look at what you have coming back versus where you're gonna be young, what are the areas where you guys are going to bring some experience back, and maybe some areas where you got some holes, and you're hoping some young guys mature and take that next step this offseason?
The bright spot that we have is we play with a bunch of sophomores and juniors at every position. We bring back a quarterback that's going to be a junior next year, Caden Eckelboom. He's 6'3", he can fly. We've got an all-state running back, in my opinion. He had 2,000 yards, Ronald Manning. So skill-wise, we're going to be special. O-line-wise is where we're going to be young, but they're good kids. They're hungry. They're getting stronger. So I think if we have any holes, it'll be up front. But, when you got to play South Oak Cliff, Kimball, Woodrow, those good football playoff teams, you better be able to fight in the trenches, and that's what we're trying to grow now.
You can never have too many good linemen, right?
You can never have too many good linemen. And honestly, that's where our strength in numbers is in that O-line. We just got to develop them now.
All right, Coach. Final question before we let you out of here. Sometimes I like to ask about guys' coaching journey and that kind of thing. And sometimes you get some funny stories on guys and their second sports and that kind of thing. So tell us where your first coaching job was and what was your second sport.
My first coaching job was at David W. Carter High School with Alan Wilson, and my second sport was basketball. And that was the worst experience of my life because you literally are coaching from June to March every year. And we had a good basketball team. So first year coach, I'm coaching football, going right out of football to basketball. So I will not let a coach go football to basketball again because I know how bad that was.
You got some good Alan Wilson stories?
Oh, man.
Off camera, right?
Cut the camera off. We'll talk about it.
There you go. There you go. Steven Jackson, appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas, and good luck in 2023.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Great job.